Andrew Jackson's life is full of history. This history is full of excitement, setbacks, and devastations. So this all started with a different Andrew Jackson, the father, who moved from Carrickfergus, Ireland, to then what was soon to be the United States in 1865. He met Elizabeth Hutchinson, his wife-to-be, and soon they were married. But in January of 1767, Andrew had died at the age of 29. Then, 2 months later, on March 15th, our future president was born.
He is a beautiful baby. We shall name him Andrew, after his father.
It was a poor Waxhaw settlement in South Carolina. Andrew was the third and final of 3 boys. The Waxhaw settlement was Elizabeth's sister's house. It was a loving family.
As a boy, Andrew loved to fight. He never gave up. Of course, this was a problem. So at age 11, Andrew was sent to boarding school. In 1780, the British invaded South Carolina. At age 13, Andrew and his middle brother Robert joined the South Carolina militia. His family seemed to be together once again. His oldest brother Hugh was in it, and so was his uncle. But before Andrew came in, his uncle had been wounded, and Hugh had died in an earlier battle. In 1781, the British had captured Andrew and Robert. When they asked Andrew to clean their boots, he refused. The British gave him a scar for life. And later made them march 40 miles to a British camp. They got smallpox there. When they were freed by Elizabeth, Robert died of smallpox. Her mother died soon after. Andrew was an orphan at age 14. When he was older, his grandfather gave him money, but he wasted it on gambling.
The year was 1791.
Do you take Andrew to be your lawful wedded husband, Rachel?
I do, sir.
And Andrew, do you take Rachel to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
I pronounce you husband and wife.
I love you, dear.
The year was 1794.
Honey, we were so lucky to have adopted our little boy, baby Andrew.
Mama.
The year is 1796.
And Andrew Jackson now has a seat in the House of Representatives.
Jackson enjoyed politics. In 1797, he was elected to a seat in the Senate. He soon resigned because that really wasn't something for him. In 1798, he was a judge in the Supreme Court for 6 years. Though a more major accomplishment he is remembered for is his life in the war.
I am naming Andrew Jackson as the new Major General of the Tennessee Militia.
Experience for Andrew was importance of this started in the War of 1812, a war in which Americans almost lost dignity. That war's end started and ended with Andrew Jackson, General Jackson.
New Orleans is very close away. March on.
But sir, what if there are too many of them? Can we take them?
Come on, we've made it this far. We're not going back. Now march on. Yes, sir.
The American troops are firing at us!
They won that battle. It was a great victory. Jackson was recognized as one of the greatest war heroes. Then there was a less-so battle in 1817. There started the Florida annexation.
I've already given them a warning. Andrew Jackson, I'm sending you on a mission. A search and destroy mission. Los americanos están aquí.
Vámonos!
Let's go!
Perdimos.
We
Perdimos.
Florida, 1817. It was a fatal mission. A lot of Indians and people died.
That was tough, Jackson. You should get a nickname. Old Hickory.
They're talking, okay. And that stayed his name for life.
Hello, I'm Henry Clay. Andrew Jackson, you are being accused of killing 2 innocent Spanish civilians in the Florida territories.
Good. Now let's flash forward a bit. In 1821, he was governor of the Florida Territory. He soon dropped it for a senator job in 1823. But the importance started now. He ran for president in 1824. He lost.
President of the United States is John Quincy Adams.
Thank you! Yeah! Yay! Yeah.
And the next president of the United States of America is Andrew Jackson.
Good running, Isn't this great, Rachel? I'm finally president. Oh.
It wasn't long after that Rachel died.
I solemnly swear to uphold the office of the presidency. John Calhoun is my vice president. This will be great.
The bad relationship between Calhoun and Jackson started with Calhoun's nullification acts, or Calhoun holding Jackson's administration up to public ridicule. The relationship spread them farther and farther apart. Finally, on April 22, 1831,
As Secretary of State, I am resigning. You two are fighting too much. Good day. I said good day, sir.
You can't leave. You're the best in my cabinet.
I'm leaving too. I cannot handle this job so well. I'm resigning soon.
And the next president of the United States of America is Andrew Jackson.
Yeah. Good fun.
In 1832, Jackson and his new Vice President Van Buren sweep the nation. The Jacksonians, as the Democratic supporters called themselves, love them. First Lady jobs are handled by Rachel's niece. Jackson's famous acts were the Indian Removal Act. It was probably because of his hatred for them. But soon his presidency ended. He saw his friend Van Buren getting sworn in, and after that went to his home in Tennessee Hermitage.
Oh, it's great to be home. The loneliness is painful, but it's something I'll have to live with. Though I only have one regret. I have not shot Henry Clay or hanged John Calhoun. Ah, Rachel, you would have known what to do in that situation. But your niece is one heck of a first lady. Love you.
Jackson's later years were full of helping, including that he helped Martin Van Buren and James Polk during the elections of 1840 and 1844. After that, he began having severe financial problems. He caught tuberculosis and dropsy. The illnesses made him very weak until he died June 18th, 1845. He was 78 years old, and that was an impressive age for that time, older than many people lived.